Hey, my Cordrax again, and today, guys, I'm here to do an anime review / rant of the anime of episode of no anime review / rant of the anime Twin Star Exorcist episode 3, guys. Yeah, I'm just telling you guys, I'm definitely gonna get the piss out of me every time I'm gonna watch the anime of Twin Star Exorcist. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. In the episode itself, technically it's good. I say I liked it in a way, but for the content in general, from the story I know from the manga, oh, upsetting, and still, clown. Anybody need to know this? 99% of this episode was anime original. 99% pretty much the episode itself was anime original fucking episode. And not just that, guys. Technically, they skipped by for Mio, the childhood friend of Rugrot. People don't know this, but in the manga, she does not come up until chapter 6. And we first see her in episode 1, which in other words, chapter 1. If that was... You just reveal... I don't care about the opening. The opening... Oh, I have watched a lot of openings to know there's a lot of these openings will have spoilers in it, including interesting characters we should not know yet until a previous episode or previous chapter of the manga or anime. We won't know them until that episode. But the opening, it doesn't matter much because we don't get much dialogue at all about them because it's just singing. There's no supposed to be no speaking in it. It's just people singing with animation going past. But when it comes to episodes, it's a lot different. Introducing a character that does not come up from its original source on the first episode, where they don't get revealed until a few more chapters down the line. It's... what? Right, guys. Right now, I'm holding both Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Twin Star Exorcist. 2 episodes was pretty much the first volume. The first 2 episodes were the first volume, and there's 3 chapters in the volume, including the bonus chapter. I take it Volume 2 is the same 3 chapters plus bonus chapter. Yeah. Now, as you can tell from how thick the book is, guys, you can tell each chapter is actually pretty long as well. That means you should expect maybe each chapter to get episodes. And the rumor about this series can have 54 episodes. They could have made the start of the first chapter their own episodes. And then maybe they could start fusing more than one chapter together further down the line. But no, they have to start that at the beginning. And not just that, it's anime original bullshit. So pretty much just saying, guys, if you're all watching Twin Star Exorcist, the anime, I'm just saying, guys, from my personal opinion, if you are watching it, just stick with the anime and don't never read the manga. The reason why is because your way of thinking of how the manga is going to be like from the anime is going to be completely different. So different. Same with us manga readers. reading the manga and then watching the anime that came out, that's coming out, how different. And I'm very curious. I have no idea, but this could go like how Full Metal Alchemist did. Guys, you remember Full Metal Alchemist had to have 2 seasons. Well, not 2 seasons and then like first season and then second season carries on with the first season story, but 2 seasons focusing on the same story from beginning to end. But what was different is that the first season had to go to an anime original state because unfortunately they caught up for the episodes they caught up to the manga, and because of that there was not really any source material to carry on really for the series itself. So the company that was doing Full Alchemist had gained permission, which is actually alright. That's the only time I would really respect to go to anime original stuff for anything that had anime content. Like with ongoing animes like Fairy Tail and Naruto, and also Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, and Bleach, and also Dragon Ball. You will, and that's one of the reasons why Fairy Tail's on the hiatus, because they're one of the, even though they do have their own anime original episodes, like arcs, they do know when to go on a hiatus and wait for the next episode. At least they do that, but I do respect for people who don't do that. I do respect for companies who maybe still want to continue that with the season, don't want to go on the hiatus, don't want to continue with the series. I do respect them actually making the rest of the series anime original, is because technically, yes, you did catch up with the manga, because of that there was not enough source material, but you feel like if you stop it right now, it's going to be a problem. Like, I think they were in the middle of an arc that they knew that because they got caught up to the anime, to the manga, there was not enough source material to complete the arc. That means they had to use their own mind and their own way of thinking how this arc could have ended. Because stopping an anime for hiatus when it's the middle of an arc, that would be a terrible blow to the series. So that means I give them respect. They had to go to the anime original route, how to make not just the arc end, but how to make the series end, because they call it the manga. But guess what, guys? And then when season 2 came out, of course the manga finished. So because of that, they had the source material. They can create the anime more better and make it truthworthy to the manga. And so that's how Brotherhood is. But with Twin Star Exorcists, it's a lot different. Like, it just came out first off, so that's one difference, that there's no such thing as a second season of Twin Star Exorcists, because this is the first anime for it to come out. But what is different to like Full Metal Alchemist, it does not start at all how the manga starts. At all. But imagine all of the episodes are anime fucking original. Of course, I added some elements of the manga, but no. And this character that in the end got introduced. Now, of course, like I said, as I'm reading actually out as physical copies, I'm not reading it from online, I have no idea if this character is an anime original or a manga character. That's why, for anybody who's actually reading online, actually read by chapter, not by volume like I am, tell me, is this character that got introduced at the last part of this episode, can you tell me, is he anime original or is he a manga character? Just they fucking skipped so many chapters they end up introducing them too early, because there's in volume 1 there are certain chapters that are seriously plot to the story. And volume fucking 2 pretty much skipped pretty much half. Pretty much changed already a quarter of volume 2. And what's another major point about Rygo? Rygo, guys. Rygo, the older guy that you know, who Rukuro is best friends with back at his old dorm, who before he moved away, and then before the incident happened at his old dorm. Rygo was Rukuro really respect Rygo and everything, so he hanged around him and stuff like that. And Rygo also respects Rukuro. And because of that, the chapter, like the third chapter of Volume 1, it focused on the disappearance of Rygo. When Rygo and the other two characters, we know, which actually we don't really know that, because they don't really, so far, I have not seen main importance to those two characters, even from the manga. Actually, I hardly ever see them in volume. I don't think I even saw them really at all in volume. Not much in volume 2 or 3. Like, of course, you see them in volume 1, but I hardly saw them in volume 2 or volume 3 or volume 4. I could get to the other two. Just a minute, guys. Okay, guys. Here's volume 3. Here's volume 4. Now, guys, for these volumes, first up, you can tell straight away from this episode and from the art from this manga art. And you can definitely tell if you end up reading the manga. The character got introduced from this episode. He got introduced way too early if he is a manga character. If he is a manga character, like I said, introduced him too fucking early, because we don't end up seeing him at all yet. We don't see him at all yet. Because the next person we end up meeting is this guy. Can't tell you. I believe it's like, no, headphones. It could be this guy. Like I said, I don't remember him having headphones. Like I said, this guy at the end of the episode. This guy. No, he had headphones on, and it was a bit dark, so maybe it might be him. Just only saw him for a little bit. So maybe when I noticed him, I might have been. Maybe when I noticed that character, he more likely would have been him. I can't tell you who he is because, well, I think you guys can tell the cover. He is someone important to Mio, but I cannot tell you anything else. Why? Because it'd be a spoiler if you are planning to read the manga. But still. Next episode, guys, anime original again, like 90%, 99% of it. The only thing really manga related is that the school scene, which again, in its own way, still is somewhat anime original, because even though some of the content in there was from the manga, only a little bit. And not just that, in volume 2, they end up moving into the new house. Their new house. Yes, guys, they end up moving into the same house. Rygo and Bonnie end up living in the same house. And that's before Bonnie even met Mio as well. This is before they even met her. This is before Bonnie ever meets. Before even Mio knew Bonnie existed. That just shows you how much content they're skipping. And the disappearance of Rygo, and that because of he got adopted by a cougar, which at the end of volume 1, the cougar that ended up adopting him was like a humanoid cougar. Pretty much by a humanoid cougar who ended up serious plot point here, which I actually know, I do really believe they are going to add it, because because it's seriously important, but it got brought at the start of Volume 2, and they already skipped a lot from Volume 2, even though they added bits from Volume 2 already. I have to mention this. At the start of Volume 2, we see the past between Bono's parents. For anybody who does not, I will tell you guys, that, like, spoiler if you do not really want to be spoiled at all. Because I definitely know the anime will end up showing this, because it is a major plot point we need to have. If it does not show it at all, I'll be like, what the fuck? Means the only conclusion I say, that means this anime is going to be complete anime, original, with its own story in general. Not good from the manga. But the main plot line is that her parents end up getting killed by a cougar. And this cougar, by gaining the by killing these cougars, of course, they gain power by killing exorcists or killing humans for their spiritual power. That means by doing that, they, of course, that cougar end up killing her parents. The cougar end up gaining her parents' spiritual power, and as they were exorcists, they had more spiritual power. And in some way, it actually affected his body and made him turn looking a human-like form. Like, you can still tell it was a cougar, but he had a humanoid form to him. He looked pretty much human, just with the cougar looks like to him. Yeah. By the way, it's this guy right here, guys. That guy right there. The one next to Rukoro. That guy. Or girl. I still don't know if there's a guy or girl. I think it's a girl. Well, no, I understand. But that is the cougar. Yeah, I did tell you guys spoilers. Like, I'm gonna be fucking spoiling a lot of shit about the manga, guys. To compare to the anime, which is fucking anime full-blown bullshit. But what pretty much this episode is about, like, sorry, I was just going over everything rant. Like I said, this majority of the now is gonna be rants. Like, no longer proper reviews. It's just gonna be pretty much rants for this series. But I'm still watching because of the entertainment side of it. It's still got entertainment to it. But still, it's plot line. Well, very much in this episode, Raigo and the other two end up fighting Cougar in another world when Rukuro and Barney went to school. Barney moved to new school. La-da-da. At lunch, Barney sent the Cougar where Raigo and the other to fight, so she ended up having to skip school. Had to go to school, leave school early to fight the Cougar, and Rukuro feel like down because of what the situation is going on, not just with Barney, but everything that's going on with the arm as well. But Mio felt worried, so she asked Rukuro to go out with her. Not as in romantic wise, go out. So like go and hang out after school. They decided to hang out and go to one of the places they used to go when they were a child. But when Barney was facing the cougar she was facing, this cougar ended up opening a portal gate and ended up cutting some of the a roller coaster in half. And there's two kids that were on the roller coaster. The roller coaster was hanging from the bridge part, the rails of the roller coaster, which means the roller coaster was hanging there, and it was about to fall off. But Rukuro noticed that, so he went to with his brave mind, he decided to go and save them, and he ended up pulling it off. And that's how the episode pretty much was. Now, animation quality, like I said, very good animation. Like I said, for the anime, like the company itself does very good animation. I'm just saying, Studio Clown. I'm no longer gonna call you by your real name, but Studio Clown. Get your shit together. When you make an anime that already has original source, never, ever go to anime original bullshit unless there is a precise reason that you need to tell us about. The reason why you have to go to anime original stuff. Or if you are, like I said, like me, I'm a manga reader who can end up finding out the information by themselves. They end up reading the manga, so of course, as we read the manga, we more likely know the reason behind it. Whereas, like I said, with people who actually were manga readers back then of Fullmetal Alchemist, they knew the reason why the original one, anime of Fullmetal Alchemist, had to go to anime original because they called the manga, they couldn't, and it was halfway through an arc, so it means they had to pretty much make the rest of the series anime original. And that is plausible, that is acceptable for us anime fans and manga fans, because they knew problems, they couldn't help it. So yeah. And but with Twistar Exorcists, it's already started anime original, even though they were nowhere near at all catching on the manga yet. And if I'm not correct, guys, isn't Twistar Exorcist still ongoing as well in chapters? Am I correct? Anime freaking original bullshit when they know there's actually a lot of the original source they could have done. Anyway, animation, very good. Just use what they make a fucking anime that follows without any rushing or any form of original bullshit too much. Make an anime that's based on manga or visual novel with good plot from the original. Please, one day, please. But anyway, that's my anime episode review of Twistar Exorcist episode 3 / is a rant. Again. Anyway guys, hope you guys like it. Because you have fans today. If you guys have send me fan mail, description down below. My address is there, and yeah. Hope you guys like it. Comment, like, and subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye guys.